Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is the day 2 of the 60-day challenge, and today we will be covering the percentages questions. Alright, so let's begin. Okay, so we have the first question over here. Express 7 upon 100 as a decimal. So now this is very easy. Since it's divide by 100, we will go back 2 places. 1, 2. Now a decimal point will come over here. So the answer is 0.07. Alright, so now this one, 0.08 as a percentage, we will simply multiply by 100 to express anything, any fraction or any decimal as a percentage, you have to multiply by 100. So when I go on multiplying by 100, my decimal will move 2 places forward. This will be 8%. Okay, moving towards question number 2. Okay, so the camera is being sold at a sale and now it's for 280. We need to calculate the percentage reduction in the price. How do we do that? So the percentage reduction, the formula is old price minus new price upon old price into 100. So basically 400 minus 280, and 400 minus 280 will be 120. 400 minus 280 will be 120. So 120. The old price is 400 multiplied by 100. This is the reduction. It reduced from 400 to 280. So that reduction is 120. So 120 divided by 400 multiplied by 100. That gives us 30%. Matthew invested $500 at 6% simple interest per year. Calculate how much interest had been earned after 8 months. So simple interest formula is P R T over 100. So the principal, that is the amount invested, that is 500. The rate is 6%. The time is 8 months. Okay, so this is per year. The interest is calculated as per year. So we need to convert these 8 months to years. So we will divide it by 12, right? So that would give us 2 upon 3 multiplied by 2 upon 3. And this upon 100. So basically this will be cancelled. 3 ones are 3, 2 twos are 4, 5s are 20. That means the interest is $20. Okay, what if they would have asked that after 8 months, what would have been the amount? Then we would have added this principal amount also in that, and in that case, the answer would have been 520. Okay. 17 upon 40 as a percentage, I already told you, we will simply multiply by 100. So 17 upon 40 multiplied by 100, that gives us 42.5%. Alright. Question number 4. Express 13 upon 20 as a decimal. So in the decimal, you need to remove this denominator. How do you do that? You just simply divide 13 with 20. Okay, it doesn't go in the table, so 0 point, and then you get 130. You have to think of a number less than 120, so that is less than 130, so that is 120. You're left with 10, and then you put a 0. So that's basically 5. So it's 0.65. In a test, Rose scored 56 marks out of 70, and you have to express this as a percentage. You simply multiply it by 100. So 56 divided by 70 multiplied by 100, that is 80%. So he scored 80% marks. Express 0.527 as a percentage. What do? You multiply it by 100. Anything you want to express as a percentage, you multiply by 100. So that becomes 52.7%. Decimal moves 2 places forward. 5.6 divided by 0.08. First, the best thing is that you get rid of the decimal. So you move 2 places forward and over here also you'll move 2 places forward. So this becomes 560 divided by 8, and 560 divided by 8 is 70. Okay. Question number 6. A dealer sold a painting for $800. She made a profit of 25%. Calculate the price she paid for the painting. Okay, so basically, in this 800, the cost is included plus the 25% profit on that cost is also included. Okay, that makes it 800. Right, so how can we calculate that? So that means that if I take my cost to be 100%, the price at which she bought the painting, then my 800 will be 125% because 25% was the profit. So if I say that 125% is 800 and my cost is 100%, and I write my cost as X, I will simply multiply these two. So 100 multiplied by 800 divided by 125 will give me my cost. That is 640. And then you can check your answer. You can apply 25% on 640. What is the 25% of 640? That is 160. And then you can add this 640 and 160 and you can check, you will get 800. That means 800 was the price. Okay. In an examination, Alan obtained 32 out of 40 marks. In another examination, Ben obtained 5/8 of the total marks. Express the marks as a percentage. Again, you will simply divide it by 100, nothing else. 32 upon 40 multiply by 100, that is 80%. And 5 upon 8 multiply by 100, that is 62.5%. Okay, let's do this question. Write the following numbers in order of size, starting with the smallest. So it's better to change all the values in decimals. So 0.7 would remain as it is. Then comes 0.7 square. So when you square it, so 7 square will be 49. So it will be 0.49. 7 upon 11 we have to divide and check. So basically 70, 66. 70 minus 66 will give me a 4, 40, 3, 33, and then again we get a 7, so it will continue 636. It's a recurring 6363. Okay, so basically we can write it as 0. Let's take it up to 3 decimal places. 636. Okay. Now we come towards 7 upon 9. Okay, 7 upon 9 we will check. 7 upon 9. We put a 70, 0.7 and 63. Yeah. So 70 again. 7. So it's a 0.777 we can say, or 778, but it continues. It's recurring. So we will start with the smallest one. So we have 0.49 apparently as the smallest one. So but remember, in the answer section you need to write this value. Otherwise your marks might get cut. Okay, so you'll write 0.7 square. Then comes 0.636, that is 7 upon 11. Then comes 0.7. And then we have 7 upon 9. Okay. In a school election, John received 220 votes. This was 55% of the total votes. Easy. We can just write 55% of total total is missing. Let's keep it as x is 220. We need to find this x. So 100 will go and multiply with 220 and the 55 will divide. That means 400 volts. Okay, let's do this question. Calculate 5% of 280,000. To remove the percentage sign, we will do 5 divided by 100 multiplied by 280,000. Zeros will cancel and now 2800 multiplied by 5. That is 14,000. Okay, a single carton of juice costs 4.2. A special offer pack of 3 cartons costs 9.45. Ali bought a special offer pack. Calculate his percentage of saving. Okay, first we will find that actually if Ali would have not bought 3 cartons and he would have bought them separately, how much he would have had to pay. So a single carton costs 4.2. So 4.2 multiplied by 3 would basically give us that value, and that is 4.2 multiplied by 3, that is 12.6. Now, however, he had to pay 9.45. So we need to find the saving in terms of a percentage. First, let's find it in terms of a value. So although it was for 12.6, he just paid 9.45. Let's check how much did he save in terms of money. Now, he saved 3.15. Now, let's express this in the form of a percentage. So, 3.15 divided by the original cost. Original was 12.6 multiplied by 100. 3.15 divided by 12.6 multiplied by 100, and that is 25%. Okay, so we are done till here, till question number 10. Let's do a few more questions. Okay, so this dollars to euros I've already covered in my previous video, but I'll be explaining it again. So basically 0.8 dollars and euros 1 and dollars 300. So basically $0.8 is equal to 1 euro, and x will come over here. We will cross multiply. The value missing, we will write x. So basically we will make two headings, dollars and euros. Under dollar we will write 0.8 and under euros we write 1. This is the basic conversion given to us, and 300 and x, and then we cross multiply. PRT upon 100 for simple interest, so it's 450 multiplied by 3 upon 2 multiplied by 4 upon 100. So that gives us 27. So our simple interest is of $27. Okay, let's do this question. A jar contained 370 grams of jam. Usman ate 30%. What remains? If 30% has been eaten, 70% remains. So we will simply take out 70% of 370. 70% of 370, and that is 259. So for part A, the answer is 259. In 2006, the population was 30,000. This was 5,000 more than the population in 1999. Calculate the percentage increase in population. So basically, the increase is 5,000. Now we need the old population of 1999. So for that, we need to subtract 5,000 from 30,000. And that is 25,000. Because the old population will come in the denominator, multiplied by 100. So 5,000 divided by 25,000 multiplied by 100. The answer is 20%. Alright, so now since we have a fair idea about paper 1, so we will do a little difficult questions and questions concerning with paper 2. Okay, every month a salesman pay is made up of a fixed amount plus a bonus. The bonus is a percentage of his monthly sales. In 2006, the bonus paid was M% of his sales value. The graph shows how the salesman monthly paid varied with his monthly sales. Okay, the fixed amount. So how will we take out the fixed amount? If you see, this graph has a y-intercept. And this y-intercept means that even when his sales were 0, he was still getting some amount. So I'm sure that this will be the fixed amount because he received regardless of how many monthly sales he could make in dollars. Now the value of M%. So the value of M. So the M is basically the percentage of his monthly sales. We need to find the percentage of how much bonus he's receiving. So when he makes 5,000 monthly sales, he receives 3,600, out of which 3,400 is the fixed amount. So his bonus is actually 200. So M upon 100, we don't know the percentage, that is why we are keeping that as M, of 5,000, monthly sales is 5,000, is 200. 34, 36, right, 200. 200 multiplied by 100 divided by 5,000. That is 4. So the value of M is 4. Okay. In 2007, the fixed amount was 3,500 per month and the bonus was 5% of his monthly sales. In July, his sales were 12,000. Calculate the salesman pay for July. Okay, so we have this fixed amount and the bonus was 5% of his monthly sales and his sales were 12,000. So 5% of 12,000. What is 5% of 12,000? That is 600. So 600 will be added to this monthly pay. So 3,500 plus 600. That is 4,100. Okay. All right. Now let's move towards the next question. During a visit to France, a family took a train from Paris to Creil. The cost of an adult ticket was 25 euros and the cost of a child ticket was 17.5 euros. How much did it cost for a family of 2 adults and 3 children? So one adult ticket cost 25, so 2 multiplied by 25, and then we will add for 3 children. For 1 children it costs 17.5. So we will add. So 50 plus 3, 17.5, that will give us 102.5 euros. This is the total cost. Express the cost of a child ticket as a percentage of the cost of an adult ticket. Sorry. So child ticket is 17.5. Since we need to show it as a percentage of adult ticket would come in the denominator. That is 25. And then showing it as a percentage means multiplied by 100. So 17.5 divided by 25 multiplied by 100, that would give us 70. 17.5 multiplied by 4, that is 70%. So a child's ticket is basically costs 70% of the adult ticket's cost. Okay. So at Creil, the family changed trains and traveled to Clermont. The cost of a child ticket was 12 euros. The cost of a child ticket was 60% of the cost of an adult ticket. So 60% off means multiply. Let's say that the adult ticket is A. We don't know. And the cost is 12. So now we can find this A simply taking the 100 on the other side and dividing it by 60. 12 multiplied by 100 divided by 60, that gives us 20. So that means the price of the adult ticket was 20. Let's move to the next question. In a town, 11,000 people out of the population of 50,000 are aged under 18. What percentage of people is aged under 18? So it's 11,000 out of 50,000. Multiplied by 100. So 11,000, these zeros cancel. This 1 0 cancels. So this is basically 11 multiplied by 10 divided by 50. Divided by 5. So that's 22. So 22% are aged under 18. A company employing 1,200 workers increased the number of workers by 15%. How many workers does it now employ? So it had a company employing 1,200 workers. Initially it had 1,200. So 1,200, this would come in the denominator. Here the increase comes. We don't know. Let's keep this increase as x. And then multiplied by 100 would give us 15. So let's find the increase. So 15 multiplied by 1,200 divided by 100. That is 180. So the increase is of 180. So initially if there were 180 increase, initially if there were 1,200, we will be adding 1,200 plus 180. And that is 1,380. So now the company is employing 1,380 employees. Okay. Let's move to the next question. In a sale, a shopkeeper reduced the market price of his good by 20%. The mark price by 20%, it is being reduced. The mark price was 20. Calculate its price in the sale. So now, let's say that this mark price is 100%. So now, only 80% of it is left because 20% was the discount due to the sale. So let's take out 80% of the mark price. So if you see, I'm taking a different approach in multiple questions of the same type so that whatever approach fits you. So 80% of 20 will be 64. You could have done this with the ratio method as well, the unitary method. The price of a camera in the sale was 60. Calculate its mark price. Okay. So we will follow this premise only, that the mark price has been reduced by 20%. Now we know the price after the discount was offered. So basically this is the price which shows 80%. So let's do this with the unitary method. So here we will have percentage, here we will have the dollar value. So 80% is actually 60. Mark price will be 100%. So we can simply cross multiply 100 multiplied by 60 divided by 80. That gives us 75. So initially the price was $75. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, Imran is paid $16 per hour. 1 week he works 35 hours. So 35 multiplied by 16, the amount he is paid for the week. Because he's working 35 hours and it's $16 per hour. So basically he earns $560 per week. Imran, okay, in that specific week, not per week. Imran is paid 20% extra per hour for working at weekends. So if he's working at weekends, he'll be paid extra. Work out the total amount Imran is paid for working 4 hours at the weekend. So 20% extra, that means he will be paid 120%. The 100% already, that is for 16, and then 20% extra. So 120% of 16, let's take out that value. That is 19.2. 19.2. We could have even done that we would have taken out 20% of 16, that is 3.2, and then we could have added in 16, but this is the direct method. So work out the total amount Imran is paid for working 4 hours at the weekend. So per hour he is given 19.2, 4 hours will be multiplied with 19.2. So he basically earns $76.8. Okay, so now the exchange rate between pounds and dollars. Anna converts, okay, this pounds, dollars, 1 pound, $1.8. She's converting $270 to pounds. This is X and we will just multiply. So 270 divided by 1.8, that is 150. So she receives 150 pounds. Okay, so I hope now, doing these different kinds of questions would have made the concepts clearer, and I had even shared some easier methods to go about the questions to do them, which can save your time and they can help you out. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you will watch the further videos as well. Thank you.